common, so you'll probably all say yes to this. I see a photo next to the urn and what looks like rosary beads or a necklace near or around the photo or urn. Can anybody take that? Carrie's nodding yes.
Yes.
Lori Ann. Ah. All right, so that's three. Now, are any of them specifically rosary beads? Carrie saying yes. Okay. Okay. Um, so Carrie, for this person, you can unmute yourself, honey. It'll be faster.
Oh, sure.
For this person with the rosary beads, they're kind of giving, now, if this is for somebody else, if this is the personality, let me know, okay? Because we know there's three or four at least that can take most of this. Um, they're kind of being uh, ornery about the rosary beads. Like, it's not really about the rosary beads, right? It's not really that. Do you understand that, Carrie?
Yes.
Okay. And they're like, it's very different. And they're saying, it's so funny because I've said this before. They're saying, being a Catholic, so I'm assuming they were Catholic if they have rosary beads.
Yes.
Um, it teaches you how to be a witch because you're doing, not that they were a witch, but they're just saying like a lot of the Catholic, the Latin sayings and the sigils and, the candles and the incense, all of that kind of comes from those pagan practices kind of into that. So, oh, there's Mac.
Hi.
Hi. And so they're like, this is a really big message. So let me know if this person would have been someone who explored or thought deeply about these things because they're saying it's really every one of these religious practices, spiritual practices is all really just saying love each other. And you don't have to have a label on it. And so they're just conveying this information. Um, and I have a mom energy also connected to you. Is this your mom?
Yeah.
Um, she seems very wise, and now she's making me feel very flushed. So I don't know if she shared stories with you. Close your ears, Mac, about about menopause or something about hot flashes, or she's making me feel like there's a story around that.
Uh, a couple.
A
Yeah.
couple of a couple of stories. Okay.
Mm.
Um, she's like, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. She keeps talking about sweating. So was that a thing for her?
Yes. I mean, yeah, before she got really sick, we had just moved to Texas and it's really hot.
Yeah, I've been to Texas. It's worse than Florida.
Yeah. Right. And she in her room she was really, really hot. And we were trying to figure out how to make her feel comfortable. But yeah, she was right before she got sick, she was really hot in her room.
Okay, and it's funny because I almost said I'm sweating at night, but I know that's a menopause symptom. So I
Right.
didn't say
Right,
it, so
right.
I just said I'm sweating, I'm sweating. So I guess she
Yeah.
was sweating at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then she showed, did somebody take a cold towel, like a hand towel or a full towel, and like get it wet and like set it on her at any
Yeah.
point? You know?
Hmm.
Is she showing me that? So these are just ways to let you know. And then she said her mouth tastes funny. So did she have to take any medicine that made her taste
Yes.
weird?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, because
Yeah.
she's making me feel a weird, I don't know if it's a chemical or like a burnt charcoal or I don't know, a weird taste in my mouth.
Yeah, she had to take some medication and she ended up choking on it and aspirating, and it was because of this medicine that was really gross. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's like, "Ugh," it was
Mhm.
terrible. But she seems very out of it. Like,
Oh
did
yeah.
she get out of it? Like
Yes.
she wasn't in her right mind.
No.
And then she's, I believe she's showing me you are sitting and holding her hand. Did you sit next to her and hold her hand during this time?
Yes.
And she's saying, I heard everything you said. So do you worry that she didn't understand or hear what you said?
No, well, sometimes I mean, it was kind of in and out, and so, and it was kind of confusing like at the end, but yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Um, she just wants you to know she heard everything. And then she's showing like straggly hair. So did she lose hair or have straggly hair at the end?
Yeah.
She's showing me
Yeah,
like a couple of just sprigs.
her hair was thinning a lot. But I would always brush it for her and, take care of her and color her hair for her and stuff. But yeah, it was really thinning a lot.
Okay. And then but then she said she got cold. So did she go from hot to cold and then somebody had to like put something on her head?
Yeah, and then right. And so well, she had to go to the hospital, and it was really, really cold. She was super cold while she was in the
Okay.
hospital.
Okay, because now I feel like I'm freezing.
Yeah.
So everybody's coming in late. But we're here. So just know these are your, mom's way of just coming in and validating her. Oh, everybody moved. Where'd you go? Oh, there she is. When a new person comes in, all the pictures move around. This is your mom's way of validating, she heard what you said. She saw the urn situation, moving it, dusting it, cleaning it, whatever rearranging you were doing. And then, do you have your own children?
I do.
She's talking about them. Are there any young children, like between 2 and 6 or 7?
Seven. I have a 7-year-old.
Okay. Do you know if that child ever like talked to her in spirit, like talks to somebody who's not there?
Yeah, she
She-
talks to her. She told me the other night she saw her. That
Hmm.
she was like an orb and saw her in her room.
Absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Now, I will say these orbs I painted from Journey of Souls after I read it. So that's what in Journey of Souls, the spirit world looks like, all these little orbs. So
Right.
I love that you said she saw her as an orb. And I know Kathy, as a guide, that's an orb. She's talked about that many times. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, so orbs are a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad she saw her as an orb because that's
Mhm.
what our soul looks like. We don't
Right.
really have a physical body. We can manifest it. That's why people
Right.
see, spirit people walking around sometimes. So know
And I
that
have a
that,
niece and she sees her all the time, but she's the color purple. And so, and she's 3, but she sees her and talks to her. Oh, Grammy's here, but she's an orb in the color purple.
it's funny because blue and purple are in the book Journey of Souls. This is not my information. Blue and purple are the highest evolved souls
Oh,
in the
really?
according to you know
Right.
life between
Oh, wow.
lives, Journey of Souls. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Wow.
And that's, I think,
Cool.
maybe why she was saying that the different religions and spiritual practices are all really saying the same thing, and it doesn't matter what the label is.
Right. Right. And I've had that conversation with her, and um I'm just really like kind of learning that myself right now, just about it's not a label, and it's not, there's a spirituality, and it's not, yeah. So that totally makes sense.
And as long as we all, and this is for everyone as well, as long as we always come forward with the highest frequency, which is love and gratitude. Even if we are encountering a challenging person who we may not want to be around, but we have to for some reason, we all have them in our life, right? Um, Come forward with love in your heart towards them. And if they get irritated, obviously that's their problem, right? Just have boundaries up for anybody that will, um, who rejects your bubble of love. So I just project a bubble of love because some people just aren't vibing with you, and that's their
Mhm.
journey, and you have to let them have their journey. But we have to have our journey. And so with love. In the book, The Celestine Prophecy, I read in the 90s. The first spiritual book I ever read, one of the things I learned in that book was every person you encounter for a reason, whether it's for 5 seconds or 30 years or 50 years. But always bring them a gift, even if it's a silent prayer. Like, and it doesn't have to be a religious prayer, just sending you
Yeah.
love, sending you peace, because that's what we should be doing to help elevate humanity, because we have a lot of stuff going on in humanity right now, and we need a lot of elevation. So these are messages and validations from your mom, and obviously you know she's safe and at peace. And I love that your niece and is it your daughter that's 7 are
Yes.
talking to her and seeing her. Wonderful. She loves you,
Yes.
sending
Thank
you
you.
love and blessings.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here, Carrie. Okay, so I definitely, any questions, comments, anything, um, before we go to the next reading. Don't forget a la carte spirit exchange, June 29th. You can go on Kathy's website and book that. If you're missing, I just feel like somebody's missing a ring in this room.
Mhm.
I feel like there's a ring gone, lost. Um, and then, um, Mac, can I talk to you?
Yes, you may.
Is your name Mike, or do you have a Mike in spirit or a Mike in your life?
Um,
I'm getting a name again, and you know me, that doesn't ever happen.
I do have a Michael. Not real close though.
Is he in spirit?
No,
Oh, okay. You have a Michael in your life. And who is he to you?
a cousin.
A cousin. Now, do you have a mutual person in spirit? Grandma, grandpa, somebody you were close to?
Can you define a mutual person? Like, can you explain?
Like, do you and Michael have a grandparent in common, a cousin in common, somebody that you both loved that would be in spirit?
Probably an uncle.
An uncle that you both knew
Yes.
and loved. Okay. Sometimes this is spirit's roundabout way of getting information to somebody. Sometimes they take the long way around instead of the direct route. And I also am hearing someone is responsible for their own passing, or maybe this is Michael is dealing with some kind of emotional distress. So, would your uncle have been in any way, shape, or form purposefully or accidentally responsible for his passing?
No.
Do you know if Michael is struggling emotionally?
I wouldn't know at the present time,
Okay.
but he was struggling after my uncle or his father's passing.
So this is Michael's father. Okay. Okay. So
Yes.
if you get a moment, sometimes these are brief little blips from spirit to say, check on him, check on him. They'll come in a roundabout way and say, just check on him, because um if you could do that, check on Michael.
Well, sure. Yeah.
And this is just your uncle's little message to you. He's popping in, and now he's talking about motorcycles or vehicles. When I see motorcycle, it either is a literal motorcycle or a fast, sudden passing. Um, do you understand with your uncle a fast, sudden passing or a motorcycle?
Yes, fast passing.
Fast passing. Okay. Why that's my symbol, I have no idea, but it just is. It's just the way it came in my head. Um, and he's showing me a couple of things may have happened to him at once. I almost feel like heart attack, aneurysm, or something like that. Do you know if like a couple of things happened at the same time that caused his passing, or maybe something was underlying and then something else caused his passing?
For sure, a heart attack, for sure.
Okay. Okay. I feel like, I mean, you may not have access to this information. I feel like there was something else going on in his body besides the cardiovascular, but it's okay if you can't validate that. Um, yeah, he's definitely indicating to you that he wants you to check on Michael. Does Michael have his own family?
Not so not so much as far as I know anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just really harping on this. I just say what I say what I hear,
Yeah.
and know that um uh, he's your uncle's interesting. He's almost got he said, I have a smorgasbord of thoughts. So like he has a lot of different things that are coming through, but none of it's really coherent to me. It's just like bup, 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 all this different stuff, but I can't really make anything of it. Was he a busy brain person? Like his brain was like his mind was busy?
Yeah, it's possible, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He's not making a lot of sense. He just really wants to let you know. Um, now he's singing this song. And this usually indicates to me something military. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. You know, remember that song?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a military connection?
Yes.
Okay. Because he's singing that song. Um, were you or he in the military? Or who was in
He
the
was.
he was? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense why he would sing that song. Okay. So that's just a little validation for you from him to say, hello, I'm here. Please check on my son. That's really all he keeps rambling on about. So I hope you can have contact with him in with ease and not make it, I hope it's not too complicated for you to check on him. Sometimes families are complicated. But so know that he's safe and at peace. And he's saying, this is funny. This is really funny. Bear with me. He's giving me a line from Star Wars. Do you watch are you a Star Wars person?
I mean, back in time.
Okay. He's giving me a line from Palpatine. I'm a Star Wars nerd, everybody. Just go with me. And Palpatine said, I'll be watching your progress very closely, or something like that. So your uncle's kind of making a joke that he's been watching you through life, watching your progress through life. And he's just bringing that to my mind. So it's very cute the way he's showing me that. So no, he's there. He's watching you. He's around you. He's sending you peace and love. And check on Michael. He's just harping on that like crazy. So thank you for allowing me to talk to your uncle.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Whew, I am seeing um okay, so I will tell everyone that Carol, is that you, Carol Little?
Yes.
Okay, hi. Carol's
Okay.
granddaughter has become kind of like a guide to me. It's a very long story. I won't go into
Yeah.
it now. But when I see her granddaughter, it usually indicates to me pregnancy loss or child loss. And so she's coming in very strong. So does someone here have lost their own child or pregnancy, or someone very close to you have that? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes, Sylvia.
I have
Can you unmute? Oh, Sheila, who's talking to me?
Sheila.
Sheila and Sylvia, I think, are both
Mine
talking.
was a very long time ago.
Okay, and that to spirit, that doesn't matter. Was it pregnancy or a stillbirth?
Mine
Or
was a pregnancy.
a pregnancy? And Sheila, how about you?
A pregnancy.
Okay. All right. Now, were either of these pregnancies far enough along to be delivered?
Mine was not.
Sheila?
No, no.
Okay. All right. So I will just say to anyone here and to anyone here who may have had this happen but doesn't want to talk about it, that's perfectly fine. They want everyone to know that no matter how a pregnancy is lost, whether it's natural, whether it's medical, whether it's your choice or not your choice, all those souls are safe and at peace. We cannot harm a soul. Humans do not have the ability to harm a soul. Those souls know prior to their connection to our family whether they are going to survive the pregnancy, survive the childhood. You know, we have exit points. For example, I've told this story many times. I drowned, family lore is I drowned when I was 6 months old. Obviously, I don't remember that. So to me, that was one of my early exit points. I'm still here. I didn't take that exit point, but our soul has a choice how long it's going to stay. You know, we can choose. So know that if you are someone who lost any pregnancy for any reason, those souls are safe and at peace and no harm has come to them, because a lot of times women who lose pregnancies feel a lot of guilt for whatever reason. The pregnancy was by choice or not, they feel a lot of guilt, but know the soul is aware of their length of time with you, and we have a soul family. So if you have a pregnancy loss and that soul wants to come back in later to your family, say you're 16 and you have a pregnancy loss, and then later you're 30 and you have a baby, that soul very well could come into your life at 30 and not at 16. Same soul, because we're all in the same family. Or that could become a grandchild later, or a cousin, or someone you're close to. Can I prove any of this scientifically? No. These are just the things I've learned through reading lots of books about mediumship and life between lives, and things I've learned in my readings. So just I feel like my new guide Hazel came through with that message because somebody needed to hear it. And maybe somebody will want to hear it on the replay as well. Okay, any questions, comments, anything at all? Okay. All right. Thank you, Kathy, for taking care of the chat for me. Hey, Kathy, can I talk to you if you're there?
Me?
Yes, Miss Kathy Behrens. I have been thinking a lot about I think it was your cousin with the flowers.
Yes.
She has been coming into my awareness a lot, like the past couple of weeks. And I just want to give you a quick message because she's making me feel like you need to hear you need some support and love.
Okay, thank you.
and she just wants you to know, keep talking to her. And then she's showing me tattoos or new tattoos. Did you get new tattoos? Are you getting new tattoos? Or did you and her get tattoos together?
I did not, but her sister just turned 40 and they went and got tattoos.
Okay. So let her know she came through to talk about the tattoos and that she knows about the tattoos. So that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, they went to Mexico, and my two cousins and her two sisters got tattoos for her.
Awesome. Were they flowers by any chance?
I don't know because they just told me they were getting tattoos, so I
Okay.
haven't seen them yet. Because this just happened like 2 days ago.
Awesome. Because she keeps showing me the flowers, but I remember the first time she ever came through in a reading for you, I could see them on the screen. And so she just keeps, I know when she's coming in that that's her for you. So she's there. She knows about the tattoos. And then she said she knows about the tequila. So I don't know
Well,
about alcohol or if they drank tequila, but she said she knows about that. So
well, we did enjoy a margarita or two. Yeah,
is there tequila in margaritas?
yeah.
I don't know anything about alcohol, so
And we did take, after she transitioned, we did take a family trip, her sisters and I, to Mexico. And of course we had some cheers to tequila and margaritas for her.
you poured one out for her. That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, I just want you to know she knows about it. She
Thank
loves
you.
you. Give them,
And I will let you know tomorrow about the tattoos. I'll text them right now and ask them, what did you get?
Awesome. Wonderful. Now, again, the flowers could just be because that's how I remember her connection to you. So just bear that in mind. And that's so funny. I didn't know what was in margaritas. I know that sounds terrible and dumb, right? That I should know what's in a margarita. I just don't. I can't, my body never could tolerate alcohol ever. Like it always made me very sick. I'm just a sensitive person. Um, okay,
Well, thank you. And I'll let you know tomorrow.
awesome. Yeah, just text me. Yeah, I saw those flowers just popping up. It's like I can see them. They're so
I'm
beautiful.
mad that I didn't go.
Well, now you got to go get a tattoo.
Right?
That's what she she wants you to get the tattoo. Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I know that was short. I'm trying to get to as many as I can before we run out of time. Okay. Let me take some deep breaths. And let's see. Anna,
Yes.
I just feel drawn to you and I feel like my chest hurts really bad. Do you have someone in spirit that would have passed from cardiovascular heart attack, something like that? Because my chest is, or could be lungs also. I guess it's in the same spot.
No, not a heart attack.
Anything with any cardiovascular, pneumonia, COVID, lung, anything like that?
Well, partly a punctured lung, yes.
Punctured lung. Okay, and who is that to you?
My son.
Your son. Okay. Now, did he have to have a chest tube, or did they try to give him a chest tube or some kind of surgery on his lung?
No.
Okay. He's showing me a metal rod. So I don't know if he got like punctured from the outside of his body. Do you know?
He was in a car accident.
Okay. So something physically.
And there very well could have been.
Okay. All right. Because he's showing me metal. Then that makes sense that it was a car. Okay. And then he's showing me cans in the car. And I don't know if these are soda cans or beer cans or some kind of mess in the car. Do you know if there would be anything like that?
In the car he was in,
Yeah.
there could be, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Some people are neat freaks. I don't know. I don't know. He's just showing me a bunch of cans. So do you know if there was alcohol involved in the accident, whether by him or someone else?
Yes, not by him, but the person that hit him.
Okay, okay. And then he's talking about justice. Are you still awaiting justice for that? Or was
Yes, it has been 5 months. The investigation is still underway,
okay.
and we're waiting. It should be soon.
Okay. And then he's talking about, did the person take a blood test after the accident?
They did a breath test. They did not take his blood. They let him go.
Okay. Okay. That's why he's mentioning that, because they didn't follow the protocols for what they should have done. And so he makes me feel like I guess it was police officers, I'm assuming, that gave him the breathalyzer and let him go. They should be in trouble. Like, is there something happening with them getting in trouble also?
The person who hit my son was found at 0.6, just under the legal limit. So they could not arrest him for drunk driving.
Oh, wow.
And the accident was so bad that they kept him just to make sure that that driver was okay.
But it's still vehicular manslaughter one way or the other. Okay. So technically they legally let him go because he was under the limit. Right?
Yes.
Okay. But I still feel he's just giving me this big circle of justice, like a lot he's saying there's a lot of juggling going on. So like things are up in the air, and then you think you catch it's metaphorical. You catch a break with, okay, now justice is going to be served, and then everything goes back up in the air again. Kind of like it's up and down with the case. Do you understand that?
From what they explained to me, yes.
Okay. So, and then he's talking about ashes, and usually for cremation, I don't hear it that way. So he may be talking about something else, but was he cremated?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that. Now, were his ashes split up or spread?
No.
Okay, because he's talking about ashes. Oh, and you were talking.
He was an animal activist, and his two favorite clients, he also ran his own business. We have their ashes too.
Okay. Okay. He's saying ashes, ashes. It's so interesting because he's obsessing over that word. Do you know if he wanted his ashes spread somewhere? Because he keeps talking about it over, ashes, 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 and that's weird. You just
No.
say stuff like that. Okay, so if you can think of something about ashes, because he just keeps repeating it in my head over and over, kind of relentlessly. Was he very persistent?
Yes.
Was he just not letting up? Okay, I'm going to ask him to push it back because he is just very much about ashes, ashes, ashes over and over. Were you one of the people that earlier, when I asked about the urn, were you in that with the picture in
Mhm.
the beginning? Okay, maybe that's what he's trying to make me. And is his picture by it in the frame?
Yes.
Okay. And you said his two favorite clients, were those animals?
Yes.
Okay. And are those the ashes you have next to his urn or in the necklace?
Close to where his urn is.
Okay. Okay, because that's probably why he's being so obsessive
He
over it.
loved those animals. He
Okay.
just adored those animals, even more than he loved people. So
I get that. I get that. They're so present and in the moment and so unconditional. And so just know that he sees what's happening. Do you have, he's showing me, this is interesting. He's showing me a child's toy. Do you have a grandchild?
Yes.
Is it his child?
No.
Okay. Is it a young child?
She's gonna be 3 soon.
Okay. Pay attention if just like I said earlier to, I think it was Carrie, I don't remember now, about talking to the young child talking to spirits. She might be a little too young for that, but just kind of pay attention over time. He's showing me, the little plastic rings you put on the toy, the little different sizes. He keeps showing me that. So I don't know if that grandchild has one of those toys or you recently bought it or he bought it for them.
She has one. She has many like that, but that would have been quite a while ago.
Okay.
But also, my daughter-in-law just 2 months ago lost a baby.
Oh, was it a stillbirth or was it a pregnancy?
It was a miscarriage.
Okay. 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 Interesting. Yeah, there was a lot about pregnancy stuff tonight with miscarriages, lost pregnancy. Little Miss Hazel brings those in for me. Okay, so just know that your son is safe and at peace. And he said, I want you to know I didn't suffer.
Oh,
He
thank you.
said, that's the most important thing you wanted to know. You don't care about anything else. He
Yep.
said, my soul detached from my body before my body even completely stopped working. He was like observing what was happening from overhead, like, what's happening? There's an accident. And, like he was observing it. And so he just wants you to know the body, it's like a microsecond. And then it's like when you see something happening and it's in slow motion, you've witnessed something that looks like it's in slow motion, but it's happening in real time. It's kind of like that. Your soul is like, okay, here it comes, and it can be released from the body. And the body is just a biological organism. It's not the soul. The soul is the most important part. So just know that he didn't suffer. He just wants you to know. And then do you sometimes feel him like sit on your bed or sit by you on the couch or something?
I have felt him here. I have had dreams about it where he's communicated with me. I was on my way to my first therapy session, and he just, clear as day, I heard him speak to me. And that's been a couple of times, yes.
Yeah. So please know that that's not your imagination.
Yeah.
That is him, and he wants you to know that. And he's making me emotional.
Mm.
He wants you to know when you feel him touch you, embrace you, touch your shoulder, hug you, whatever that is him bringing his energy into your awareness so you know he's okay. And he wants you to know that. And the dreams are visits, as long as they are something happening sequentially and it's like lingering the next day and you feel like you really were with him, you were really with him. And so cherish those and treasure those. And you can talk to him, tell him anything you want,
I do.
and ask him anything. And he can guide you and help you forever.
I know that.
Um,
Thank you so
I don't
much.
know. Am I frozen? You're welcome. I don't know if I froze or not. Everybody else kind of froze. Okay, I want to know if anybody has any questions. Oh no, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can anybody hear me? Okay, okay, good. My
Yes.
internet, it said my internet was unstable. Okay, it's back. Okay. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything like that? I'm gonna run through my list of upcoming stuff. I have the free mediumship class Saturday. If you want to join, let me know. I'll put you on the list. My July calendar for one-on-one readings is open. My June is filled. Listen to my Soul Twin Stars podcast. It's on YouTube, Spotify, everywhere, on all my socials. I have a beginner's 6-month mentorship starting June 21st. The Spirit Exchange with Kathy and I is June 29th. We have Foley, Finder of Lost Items. Miss Molly knows. And nobody thought of who Hillary was. She looked like Hillary Swank to me. You guys know the actress Hillary Swank? So if you have anybody that looks like Hillary Swank, let me know. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to try, based on my schedule, to do this once a month for Patreon members. I can't promise that I will get to it every month, but I will try. And I just appreciate you guys, reading all my junk over there. I'm trying to inspire the world and make it a better place in my own little corner. And thank you guys for being here and always being supportive and following my socials and everything. Oh, yes, Anna, Kathy said, look into helpingparentsheal.org. She's a certified medium there. And has a lot of resources for anyone who has lost a child. And so
Thank you.
anything else tonight before we sign off? Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Um,
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye. And Mac, check on Mike.
I will. Thank you so much.
And will you email me?
Yes, I will.
And
Yep.
let me know he's
We
okay.
we have that NDE still to discuss that.
Yes.
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 I
Yeah.
completely,
So
yeah. Your cosmic
will.
case?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I thought you looked familiar.
Sure.
You look like my PR guy from the Mars Society. I work for the Mars Society. You look just like him.
We might know each other. You never know.
He lives in Chicago.
Oh, okay.